Huntech Game and Outdoor is proudly brought to you by Westfall Motor Group, SA Hunters Association, Wildebeest, DJI, Open Wapens, Mute Silencers, AJ Technology, and Magnum Archery. On the previous episode of Huntech Game and Outdoor, the team visited Nimeng Safaris near Vivo and Limpopo to take part in the annual culling program. In this episode, the adventure continues with myself, Johan, Jannie Nel from Westfall Motor Group, and pro staff member Beulah Smith.
Okay guys, I'm here behind Etienne's house. I'm gonna take a little walk and see if I can find anything for the culling list. Let's see what we can get.
The Titan 6 rifle that was sponsored by Open Wapens combines modern technology with a timeless, elegant design. This rifle comprises of a wide range of characteristics including superior safety, great flexibility, extreme speed, individuality, and the highest precision.
Man, it's hot today. I think I'm just gonna quickly rest for a while and then try again. Wow, that happened quickly. I was still busy enjoying my water, and all of a sudden Impala ram came and stood here in the road. Luckily, I know I can trust on this Rizla of mine. It's dead accurate.
So this morning we went out looking for blue wildebeest and impala. When the sun was a bit high, we decided to take a break for about 10 minutes, and just as we got up, this impala ram came walking into the road and presented me with a shot. I lined up the sight and I took a full frontal shot, and the impala didn't run even 10 meters. So this is what part of the culling is all about, not about trophy hunting. Etienne told us that there's an abundant population of impalas here on the farm. So when this guy presented me with a shot, I didn't think twice about taking it. So I'm very glad it worked out perfectly. This segment of Hunter Game and Outdoors brought to you by Hunter Nimeng Taxidermy, Vision Works, Falconwood, Biltong Supply Company, and our proud media partners, Africa's Bar Hunter, SA Hunter Magazine, and SA Tacticals. This time of year, the veld and vegetation grow denser and animal movement becomes much harder to spot. Yanni did a quick range test to make sure all is in perfectly tuned sight. Okay guys, so Etienne told us there's lots of eland bull we have to take off here by Nimeng, so me and Yanni are going to try to get close enough to get to a young bull.
Jan, let's go kick some ass.
Yes. For this hunt, Yanni used his old faithful 7x64. Came across a herd of eland cows, but still no sign of bulls nearby. The search continues. We navigated our way around a tree full of bush surveillance, more commonly known as vervet monkeys, to prevent them from making alarm and giving us away. Standing at 80 meters.
perfect distance for this kind of push condition. If you can get him at that distance, it will be awesome. Okay. I'm looking for that specific simple that it's working with him.
Let's set up here and wait for him to come out.
100%, because the wind is in our favor as well.
Great shot.
Great job, mate.
Yeah.
Let's give it a minute or two. Yeah.
But I think it was a good shot.
It's a perfect shot.
Yanni, congrats again on this nice bull you got here at Nimeng.
Thank you.
How was the hunt?
Well, I must just tell you, any hunt is adrenaline rush on, but it was awesome to get a nice young bull out of the herd, because that's part of the culling process that we've got, to get them out. And I'm fortunate enough to get a nice shot on it, and the end result is that we've got one of the nice bull out of the herd. And I must just tell you, it's an awesome privilege here to hunt here at Nimeng and to hunt with Huntech. I really do appreciate it.
Congrats again, Yanni. What a way to start off a day in the veld. Time for a well-deserved lunch break. Temperatures in this area can rise to extremes as high as mid 40 degrees centigrade, therefore making it too hot to attempt the outdoors during midday and afternoon till around 4.
Okay guys, so it's late afternoon here. We're gonna try to look if we can get close enough for a waterbuck bull. Etienne said they need the meat for the community nearby, so let's see if we can get close enough.
This time I used Veteran, my 303, that was fully customized and completely redone by Open Valpens. It is also fitted with the Raptor silencer by Mute Silencers.
Spotted the waterbuck bull herd just in front here, about 200 meters out. I'm going to try and look if I can stalk a little bit closer and stalk a little bit slower so I stay undetected. I have to use the sun and wind to my favor, so let's see if I can get a little bit closer to get the perfect shot. Yes, I got it, man. I'm just gonna leave it 2 or 3 minutes, but I saw it ran in there in the thick brush, and buck fever, man, you can't explain it. So we had the chance to shoot this beautiful waterbuck bull. It was late afternoon, and when I shot, the bull ran into the thick bush. So we had to carry it out a little bit, and it took us some time. So yeah, it's a beautiful animal, and I'm very blessed to be able to hunt it. It's in exceptional condition, and when I lined up the shot with my 303, it only had one way to go. Very beautiful animal, and I believe this meat will go to good use.
What a way to end a perfect day. We ended off with a potjie that I prepared for the team. Biltong Supply Company spoiled us with wonderfully prepared, mouth-watering, rich flavored biltong and other snacks.
Okay guys, so tonight I'm going to prepare traditional food for us. Locally we know it as a potjie course. So first I'll be preparing the onions. We're going to saute it. And the potjie I'll be preparing is a lamb and springbuck. So first we're going to add in the onions. So we'll be cooking them until they get a light brown in color, and then we'll be taking them off. I'm removing the onions now because I want to leave it al dente. So later when the meat is cooked, I can add the onions back in. Okay, so now I'm going to add the garlic. I just quickly want to cook it so it just brings out the fresh crust taste of it. The garlic is light brown now. I'm going to remove it so we can add it later back with the meat. Okay, so I've removed the onions and the garlic now. Now I'm going to be cooking the lamb and the springbuck till they're nice and brown in color. As you can hear, the pot is nice and hot. Make sure it's not too hot, otherwise you're going to burn your pot. Okay, so now I'm going to be adding Coca-Cola. I'll be using Falconwood Splash Cola flavor. Yeah, you can basically use any Coca-Cola for this step.
There you are. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm going to be using Coca-Cola for tenderizing the game meat.
Why do you do that?
It softens the meat very nicely and gives a nice and rich flavor to the meat.
Okay. You use the whole bottle or just
Yeah, we just basically want to not cover up all the meat, but we're going to be putting up the lid now so it can start boiling in the flavor.
Okay. And the sugar in the Coke, does that affect your meat?
No, not at all. It actually gives a very nice taste to it.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think if you're on a diet you'll be wanting to make a potjie like this one.
Sounds good.
So it's been cooking now about for 20 minutes. I'm just going to add in back the onions and garlic we cooked earlier. There you go. Now you can leave it about for another 20 minutes. Then we're going to start adding the vegetables. So the meat and the onions and the garlic boiled for another 20 minutes now. Now I'm going to add vegetables consisting out of
corn, carrots, mushrooms, green beans and potatoes. I'm going to mix this in nicely into the potjie, and I'm going to let it boil for another 20 minutes or so. And next I'm going to add salt and pepper and any mixed spice of your choice. And after that I'm going to pour in a nice thick sauce, but it's a big family secret of ours, but the main ingredient consists out of chutney. After you added all this together, make sure you mix everything nicely in the pot. Then you would just like to close the pot again so it can cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. Okay guys, so yeah, this is the part where we're gonna put in that secret family sauce I told you about. The pot has been cooking now 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I'm adding this sauce. This sauce is gonna make it very thick, so we don't want it to burn. So I'm gonna have the pot just sprit now for some time, and yeah, then it's supper time. Just take a spoon and like to turn everything around just once, so that sauce goes in everywhere. Make sure you cover everything with the sauce, because this is the secret of the pot. Okay, I'm going to let it simmer now for about another 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'm going to check the pot, but I think it will be ready then. Wow, nothing like good food and great company to end off a day in the hunting field. Pro staff member Beulah was excited to test out the Titan 6 by Roosler for the first time, and used it for a hunt for a wildebeest.
The wildebeest is on the list for the culling. We're going to walk down the road and see if we can find fresh tracks where they might have passed earlier this morning. So Johan will be escorting me, he's behind the camera. So let's see if we can find them.
The Titan 6 is a bolt-action hunting rifle with classic rotary bolting devices. The Titan 6 allows you to easily change the barrel at any time. In just a few quick steps, you can modify the caliber of your weapon to suit the hunting conditions.
There's a small herd of wildebeest just up ahead. We're going to cut through the bush and see if we can get a bit closer to get a good shot in. We're back here at Nimeng again for our second part of the culling. Etienne said there was still a lot of wildebeest that need to be culled, so this afternoon we came across a small herd and we finally got close enough for me to take the shot. I took the shot with this Titan 6 by Roosler that was sponsored to us by Open Wabend, and it was one shot and he was down, so it definitely performs well in the bushveld and I am lucky to be here.
I quickly met up with Yanni after the hunt with Beulah to see if we can find a lone wildebeest bull we spotted earlier.
We've just spotted a nice big mature bull. It's about 200 meters from here. So let's go try and walk and stalk it and see if we can get him.
Yanni's 308 rifle that he inherited from his grandfather is fitted with a mute raptor silencer, the standard proven model for the general hunter and sportsman. The best balance between size, weight, dimensions and performance. This product reduces noise by 30 to 35 decibels and recoil is reduced by 50 to 70%.
This morning we were lucky to get a nice big blue wildebeest cow. So maybe we're fortunate enough to get this big black male. So let's go and try and get some blue wildebeest. Great, I think it's a perfect shot. Went for the engine room, jumped nicely, so let's wear a well, but I feel very comfortable with the shot. And Johan, this is another great hunt.
Yanni, congrats on another beautiful blue wildebeest here at Nimeng, and
Thank
tell
you
us
very
a
much,
little
Johan.
bit more about the hunt.
I must just tell you, it's been an awesome day. Another successful hunt on another blue wildebeest at Nimeng, on helping them with the culling. As you can see, the beautiful African skies. This is just absolutely awesome in such a adrenaline rush. And what a perfect day to a perfect ending to a perfect day. Absolutely awesome.
And I must say this mute silencer you got on your 308 performed exceptionally well.
She has done an absolutely awesome job today, and I'm so proud of her.
Yanni, congrats again.
Thank you very much for guiding me today.
Pleasure. The Huntech team enjoyed and was honored to be invited by Nimeng to take part in the culling. For more information about our hunting destinations and sponsors, visit our website at www.huntechpro.co.za and find us on Facebook under Huntech Game and Outdoor.